the last broadcast means that it's not connected. Probably means that this broadcast also isn't working. Okay, well, it says live. Let's see whether or not this damn thing will work. What an enormous pain in the ass.
Okay, well.
Alright. Okay, now for the final broadcast. Alright, so leaving off where the last broadcast left off. If you shoot your guys twice in the body and not in the head at anywhere during the sort of run that we can do is to try to let no bad happen and fail. That's the only type of run that we can actually do. I used to think that a no-kill run in this game would unlock Chapter 3. That's how dumb I used to be. And that's how much people like Python and Selkin really got my hopes up. There's rumors that this game would unlock Chapter 3, and they were supposedly substantiated by the fact that apparently if you the PC port, the Steam port of Metal Gear Solid 5 or Metal Gear Solid V, apparently it is like several gigabytes less in size than the console ports. But I don't know any of that, if any of that is true. I haven't personally dug into it. I know that the dream of total nuclear didn't unlock Chapter 3, and nothing did, you know. So I used to think that a no-kills run would unlock Chapter 3, but then I was just like, well, like, obviously somebody had to have gone through and did a no-kill run. Like, obviously, right? And I found a couple of passive speed runs, but I didn't know. And then I was still thinking that all the way up until Shining Lights Even in Death nearly happened during this run of the game, during this challenge run. And after it did happen, I was like, oh shit, you know, like, obviously kills are needed. But then after I shot all those guys in the leg, and waited for them to die of blood loss during the truth mission, I thought, man, if that doesn't count as a kill, then that's fantastic. Perhaps, since that didn't count as a kill, perhaps we can go ahead and go from there, you know? That didn't count as a kill. Therefore, maybe I can shoot my guys in the leg during the Shining Lights Even in Death mission. But I tried. If you shoot your guys in the body twice, anywhere in the body, legs, arms, if you shoot the guys twice, it'll treat it as a kill. Whenever I kicked one of my guys while he was laying on the ground, it treated it as a kill. After you leave that room and you're back in the hallways in that mission, after you make your way to the top, they play that cutscene, and you have to kill 3 of your guys. After all of that, it disallows, the game disallows sprinting and CQC. The only thing that you have left is killing your guys. So it's really up to you. Do you kill your guys slowly or quickly? Those are the only 2 choices that you have. The game will not allow you to leave until all your guys are dead. And most of them, like, even the ones that are kind of stumbling around, all they do is they get close to you and beg for death. That's all that they do. So it's like, do you shoot your guys in the arms or legs or body and kill them slowly, or do you shoot them in the head to give them a quick death? That's it. So the closest thing possible to a no kills run would be a minimal kills run. and I would try to make it a minimal deaths run. Obviously, we have clearly failed that here by a wide margin. But there's not much that we can do for now, since nothing that we do actually resets the kill counter. Once it counts a kill, then that's it. So I can try to do a minimal deaths run, and we can try to use precognition. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, we know when these people come in. We know when these people, when the parasite is introduced to Mother Base. We have meta-knowledge of the game's events. So we know before the White Mamba mission, before that mission happens, there is no parasite on Mother Base. But after that mission happens, that's whenever there's a parasite on Mother Base. So we could get all the way to that point normally, and then get rid of all of our staff and try to do the White Mamba mission as quickly as possible. And then maybe we can and then get all the way to past Code Talker and Metallic Archaea to go ahead and eliminate the parasite on Mother Base. So just trying as best as we possibly can to minimize the number of deaths. But there will be a sacrifice. And that's part of this whole thing, right? Us gamers, we know that there's just ones and zeros and everything, and sure, we can still be manipulated into feeling emotions, either by ourselves or by Mr. Kojima, who directed this game, or by Konami or whatnot. We can be manipulated into feeling emotions for these ones and zeros. But you look at the absolute, you know, you look at the fact that in real life, whenever you're in charge of a bunch of guys, it's really tough to make that individual sacrifice. It's really tough to say, like, to look at a person and say, you're gonna die, but you guys are gonna live. And that's often not the case, and often people will try not to make that sacrifice at all, but it simply has to happen. And this is not just, okay, that's a couple of people in the military that I'm never even going to meet. Like, less than 0.1% of the United States population is in the military at any point in time, so who gives a crap about a couple of people that are in charge of a couple of guys? Yeah, I understand that from the perspective of a civilian. I used to be a civilian a long time ago. But this is also the mindset of a parent. Hell, this is also the mindset of a spouse in a lot of ways. If you consider your spouse, if you consider your spouse somebody that you don't want bad things to happen to them, but then one day when you're at work and they're traveling to work, they get carjacked or something like that, or something else bad happens to them, and you feel like it's somehow or another your fault, you've got that survivor's guilt. That's what this whole series was about. So we can do it with the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim, and since you have to kill, he was forced into making a least kills run. That was what he was forced into doing, and so you can look that up on YouTube. So I can do something like that. Obviously, I'm not going to have as high of a quality of a video or anything else, but I'm a pre-med student and I'm fucking tap dancing as fast as I can, man, so I can do what I can. So I can do a challenge run like that where I can minimize the number of deaths as much as possible. And while doing it, I can try to see whether or not there's a way to speed run and glitch to try to skip everything involving shining lights, even in death. But that's about the best that I can do. So that might be what I do. That might be my next project on here whenever it comes to streaming, is to just go ahead and do a minimized death run. But I won't be labeling it with the traditional labels that are given to these types of challenge runs, because it's not that type of challenge run. I'm not just trying to freeze frame the kill counter on the game. It's not a metric. I'm actually trying to make sure that war can be waged without casualty. It's impossible. It's impossible, and that's the whole purpose behind it, to show the futility of this. This is Sisyphean, right? Child from, having bad things happen to them. It's the spouse that tries to protect their spouse as much as humanly possible, but still they're a victim of a crime, something like that. It's this thing that we do where we try our best and it's never enough, because we can't protect anyone, including ourselves, from everything. And it's a very, very unique feeling. It's a feeling that a lot of people out there have. And so it's what I'm trying to exemplify. It's life without the consequences of life, essentially. So I can go ahead and try that type of challenge run where I'm just minimizing death as much as humanly possible. I'm minimizing death on all sides as much as humanly possible, and that might be fun to watch, because each and every time that I slip up, I'm probably going to have to completely restart the entire game, and I'm going to try to get all the way to 100% with a minimal amount of everything. And the only reason that we survive the parasites, which is not something that we have in real life. Again, this is fiction. It's complete and total fiction. And even within this fictional atmosphere, it's completely impossible to do, and that's the point. So I might do something like that as the next series of broadcasts, but either way, that's it. It's too late for me to go to the plasma center and donate plasma today. So I don't know what else I'm going to do for the day, but since I got 100%, I figured I might as well record this last broadcast and start to think about what I'm going to do next. Alright, well, besides that, the only thing left for me to do, I got to design a better box to shred insulation with in the cabin, because it tore my hands apart whenever I tried to use it without a box. But I'm still shredding up insulation and trying to insulate the cabin. I am successfully shredding up insulation. It just takes a long time. It's a very, very tedious process, which is exactly what I was told it was going to be if I use this type of design. So, it is what it is. Anyways, that's what's going on in my life. Well, talk to you next time, whatever the hell I end up doing next time. See ya.